Hello, friends. Many of us believe that there is something fraudulent in this election. It just doesn't seem to set right. We've seen too many accounts of things that just did not look right. And I won't go into all of them here, but what we need to do, we need to call Congress. This is the number for the switchboard for the Congress. Call it up. Remember, first you're getting an operator, someone that has nothing to do with politics, and always be polite. Remember, you get more from being nice than you do from being an a-hole. So be very polite, and you tell them what state you're from, maybe what district, and you get your senators and your representative. Now let's say that your senator or representative is one of these hard right-wingers, like, it won't do you any good to talk to Maggie Green, somebody like that. And let's say that you're one of those states that that's all you have. Well, call up one of the other states, like Bernie Sanders, like AOC, or they're all very great. Ron Wyden here in Oregon, beautiful, and there's so many. I almost insult them by not listing all of them. But always be polite, and remember, when you get their office, it's very unlikely that you'll be able to speak with that senator or representative. I mean, they are very busy. But be polite. You're talking to one of their aides. Often these people are underpaid, so be polite and respect them, and say this to them. Because I am concerned about the integrity of the election, I want to have an investigation of the irregularities in the 2024 election. Now, we got to keep in mind, if we use that language, we are using the language that the right has used over and over again. We are only interested in voter election integrity. So we want to just simply verify that the election was true. We want to have investigations to prove that, because we love democracy. It's very important to use this type of language, because the senators and representatives can turn around and use that same language. We need to call them up. We need to call, if maybe you've been fortunate enough to have a Democratic candidate win either in the House or the Senate, call them up. Give them the same wording so that this investigation can continue. But we've got to get that investigation started quickly. This is our Hail Mary pass, a last-ditch effort. Now, let's face the fact that it's very unlikely that we will be able to get it flipped so Kamala Harris becomes president. Yes, if they see, my God, she won by a landslide, and there was tampering and there was a lot of really shady stuff, maybe then. But it's very unlikely. But we might have enough that puts the whole election into dispute. And then we're going to have to swallow some poison pills, some pills that we don't want, some nasty cough medicine. And maybe a deal can be made where Trump does not take the White House, but we allow a Republican, somebody like Mitt Romney, who will carry out conservative policies that we might oppose, but there will not be mass deportations. There will not be cuts in Social Security or Medicare or unemployment. Those things will be safe. There will not be these horrible, massive tariffs that will throw us into hyperinflation. The economy might not even slow down. And best of all, our democracy will be safe. We might also have to take some real nasty medicine in accepting the fact that Trump won't be going to prison. And that was one of his major motivations for running. So maybe a promise would have to be made with him that if he doesn't make any noise and accepts this, a little bitter, like this is so unfair, but takes it and lets it drop, President Biden will pardon him for all federal crimes, and the governors of New York and Georgia will pardon him for any state crimes, so he can go off and live the rest of his life. Now, keep in mind, karma is a thing that cannot be denied. Eventually, he will have to answer for his many crimes, but we'll leave that in the hands of the Almighty, and we will go forward. We will save our democracy, and we will be better off. Now, keep in mind, we might have lost the battle, but we have not lost the war. The war wages on. So long as we have breath in our bodies, the war will wage on. We will never surrender our democracy. They may think they have won, but we have yet to begun to fight. And we will fight on until the war is won. So call your congressmen, your senators, your representatives, be polite, and then maybe even call your state House and Senate and see if you can't get investigations going, especially if you're in one of those swing states. I know it could be hard, especially if they're locked in the Republican mode, but maybe we have a Hail Mary's chance. That didn't sound real good, but you know what I'm saying. It's not a great chance, but it's all we have. But then, whatever comes, we fight on because we believe in our cause of liberty and justice for all. Thank you, everybody. And may God save our democracy.